When I was younger, I used to eat sand on the beach, but after being yelled at and told to stop eating it, I longed for an excuse to shovel more sand down my throat. Little did I know that the sand would instead consume my life. And it all started when 5 players erupted through the walls of my claim. Around my claim chest, the core of my claim, was red sand stacked 30 blocks high, which clearly wasn't enough to save the crater my base was reduced to. However, it managed to annoy and stall out those pesky raiders long enough for me to return and kill the stragglers. So what if instead of eating all the sand, I placed a ludicrous amount of it to protect my base? Then I never have to worry about being raided again, and it all began with a few innocent sand blocks.
I love placing sand back and forth like this.
Actually, or are you,
No. Are auto clickers vanable on here?
No. Not if you use them like this.
It's placing way too fast. Oh my god. Oh my good lord, bro. Yeah, this auto clicker ain't. Oh, I got kicked.
Sending too many packets.
Yeah. I don't think my connection. What the f? I'm hearing music now. What's going on?
Oh no. It's too much for your computer to process.
Wait, can't we just make pistons place all the sand for us?
How? Maybe you're cooking. Oh, wait. wait, this is a cook. Oh, it's actually spilling. It's spilling.
This is how we place sand now. But you peak laziness.
Peak lazy.
Oh, there it is.
There we go, that's the push limit. Hang on, wait, we can get even lazier. The idea is that we can have it trickle down. So we can have the next piston pre-placed over here, but it's like a layer lower.
Bro.
So it falls onto the next piston. You can make it ring around the entire base with pistons and then fill that entire area.
You could do that for the top layer.
Yeah, when we do it for the top, that will be it. And then you have the redstone clock powering a dropper that drops you a sand each time you fill the chest.
Yeah, we feel like 4 double chests of sand there.
What is this?
Imagine people being on the surface and listening to that shit.
It had not even been 5 minutes of placing sand, and already we had come up with innovative technology to make the process easier. But if I wished for maximum sand efficiency and laziness in my sand placing, I need to set up a piston conveyor belt like Willerhide had just described. So to truly put the sand idea to the test, I need to make this wall much taller. Now that I had a large perimeter mined out around our base, I set up the first iteration of the sand conveyor. Honestly, this thing was a hunk of junk. It was worse than the used state in my first car, and that thing had 200,000 miles on it. But even so, despite its inherent flaws and occasional jamming up, this machine would help erect the very sand wall that would keep me safe. So I set up a spot for me to AFK place the sand wall, where I set up a dropper to constantly supply me with sand. And after filling up all the chests attached to it, I got into position and turned on my auto clicker. However, for whatever reason, the machine began to work much slower.
Why does it feel like it's slowed down?
Look, it needs to be like synced properly. It's weird.
I see why it's f***ed up.
What?
It's because it's dropping on these pistons and then it gets stuck on top of them for a split second, which slows this one down. Like this sand, when it falls down here, sometimes it'll get stuck there for a second.
That's what I was saying. What if we did this? That might work. Hang on. I think this will work better though, like this observer redstone combo.
Yeah, it probably will.
Because this other one, the clocks are getting unsynchronized and then like half the time it's breaking the sand.
I mean, if you want to set that up on every single one of them then.
Yeah.
Sand was briefly getting stuck on top of the pistons, which caused the conveyor to slow down in speed substantially. The slow pace of the sand placing didn't have a solution. It was just one of the downsides of AFK placing sand. This new design, however, will prevent sand from potentially breaking on top of an extended piston, as the piston will only push once one piece of sand falls. We then implemented this newfound logic into the AFK station, making it so only one piece of sand would shoot out from the dropper for every one piece of sand placed, allowing for the sand wall to be fully completed overnight without any further issues. But I needed more. Why stop at 1 sand wall when I could have 2? Why remain satisfied with 2 sand walls when I could have 3? With even more delicious sand walls surrounding my base, the odds of getting raided would essentially be 0. However, each block of sand going into that wall would cost me 5 coins, quickly bringing me into crippling debt, and I could resolve my debt through making a cow farm. Through their noble sacrifice and suffering for the cause, I'd be able to sell off their leather and meat, acquiring the wealth needed to continue making sand walls.
It's cow farming time. We're gonna put this cow farm like right here. I'm gonna mine out this whole area for it. Yo, I may have mined some things.
What do you mean? What are you doing? Wait, why are you mining out the deep slate again? I thought we were gonna mine the stone.
Well, no, we were gonna go upwards for the cactus farm. This isn't the cactus farm.
What is this? Have you lost it? What is this? Hang on. Let me study this. Let me try to figure out what this is. I don't get it.
Fully automatic cow farm with item sorters and everything. Auto smelter.
Why?
I don't know, money.
How does that make money?
Clearly, my good pal Willerhide here did not believe in my genius. So I just had to prove to him that this invention built on blood would fund all of our sand placing needs. That was, at least, until issues began to arise.
This carpet duper doesn't seem to work.
Yeah, they might not work. I don't know. We're gonna need a fuel source for the cactus farm too. Like, we gotta think about something that's gonna be like
Bamboo?
bamboo. You're right.
How much does one bamboo burn?
I think it's 4 bamboo for 1 item. But if we just have a constant flow of bamboo, then it should work for our purposes.
This farm's gonna be a little bit smaller because we don't have the space to make it.
It's really hard to tell what direction those observers are facing. Like, is the arrow pointing to where the output's going, or where the observer's facing?
Brain hurts just from making simple farms.
okay, my bad.
I couldn't make a bamboo farm.
Yo, bro. It's okay. Yeah, you just need to mine it out, then put the bamboo on top, and then it pushes it off, and it's like on the ground, and it's like, yeah, bamboo. I love bamboo.
Fine, it'll be fine. Yeah,
it was
bamboo.
great.
Shitty block, man.
Yeah, I hate it. Bro, it's the worst freaking farmable block in the game.
I may have been struggling when it came to bamboo farming, but to be fair, my hands were purely for placing sand, not stroking bamboo. I then proceeded to spend an entire hour setting up the farm, only for it to produce nowhere near enough bamboo to supply the cow farm.
Ew, this bamboo is nowhere near enough.
The simple solution for this problem would be to expand the bamboo farm. So I didn't do that, and instead tore down the entire cow farm and redesigned it, only for it to produce virtually no coins.
Each cow sells for 2.9. So, in theory, with 100 spawners, we make... Well, that's really disappointing.
How low is this saying?
With the 100 spawners, we'd make 2,000 an hour?
What?
Yeah.
How much does a sack of steak sell for? 1.2, 64. Oh, wait, maybe it is. Now I'm kind of just sad. What the fuck are we doing with our time?
We could have had the cactus farm done by now, subs.
Passive income.
That's what you said when we started this.
I originally thought it would only take an hour to build, I'm gonna be honest.
I spent my entire day farming these pathetically useless cows and they'll only be worth a Big Mac and fries without the drink. Disappointed was an understatement. Without those coins, I couldn't afford the sand I so dearly wished to place. So it was time for plan B. Trap Willerhide in the White Rooms, forcing him to build me a cactus farm, and if he refused as well... Willerhide, I have your family held. If you ever wish to see them again, you'd better build me that cactus farm and fund my... Sorry, I don't know what came over me there. Anyways, that cactus farm would take time to complete, meaning I still had no source of income. And at this point, I was having sand placing withdrawals. So after mining out the area for the second sand wall, I had an amazing idea. What if I exploited my young and impressionable audience for their coins?
Maybe if I ask in chat for money, people will pay me. What do you think?
Maybe. I think so. Maybe a little bit.
Yo, guys, broke and only have 3k coins. Please send me money, :3. That's gonna work, right? 1 coin, let's go! 8,000! Yes!
Let's go!
More sand! 7,000 coins, it's working! I'm a genius! Who needs to work when you can just beg in the chat? Holy, this guy gave me 30k! What the f? They're single-handedly funding our base defense. All I have to do is thank them and they give me more money. They keep paying me, bro. They won't stop. Found an infinite money glitch.
Infinite money glitch, yo.
All those generous donations allowed me to acquire the needed sand to begin AFKing overnight. Though, now I'm going to ask you to generously subscribe. Do it for the sand.
Alright, I've just finished AFKing all this sand. It's a little bit backed up there, as you can see. So, what I need to do now is just kind of place sand, fill out everything that's been missed. So, I just need to basically fill up the rest of the sand wall because, as you can see, it goes downwards. And then once this is filled in, we're actually going to go, now that we have this phase 5 artifact, I'm going to dig both of these sand walls down to bedrock, which is probably going to take a little while. And then I also need to fill it all the way in with sand down to bedrock so that we have all the way to the surface of bedrock with sand, which is going to be a very long and tedious process, I'm sure. Last 2 sand blocks, bop, bop. The first outer wall is done. And yes, I say first because I'll be building another one at some point, maybe later today. But right now, I've only got 20k coins, and in order order to actually do more sand walls, I'm gonna need money. And I don't really feel like asking people for money again, though it was funny.
If I wanted to drop the first 2 sand walls to bedrock and eventually add a third one, I definitely need some more coins. Overnight, Willer had managed to complete the first cell of the cactus farm and rigged it up to an XP bank. And at the moment, no cactus were being collected for coins. So instead of waiting on the cactus farm, I grabbed my Indus potions and headed over to the nearest point of interest, because these structures contain tons of valuable items I can sell for coins.
Here we are, 4 minutes left of Indus. Not seeing any names. This is kind of why I like to come here. I don't know why, but like nobody really comes to the jungle POI. We're clapping them real quick. Honestly, for me having shirt 5, it was more difficult than I thought it would be. I thought that guy would die so much easier than that. You actually don't get a bad amount of emeralds here, to be honest. Invis here somewhere. I see him. That kind of loaded, honestly. Skeleton spawner. Zombie spawner. Don't want the TNT anymore then. Honestly, not bad. I can sell these spawners, maybe. Then it was right here in front of me. Right there, I guess. I was like, where do you go? And he's just standing still in front of me. 1 axe crit and he just explodes. I think that's my cue to leave. I'd say that's a pretty good haul, though. 3 kills, 2 spawners, 2 stacks of M's.
Running the jungle POI left me with a hefty sum of cash, and once my spawners sold, I was rocking quite a bit more. With this newfound cash, I can now begin dropping both the inner and outer sand wall down to bedrock, as I mentioned earlier. Usually, this task would be awful due to how slow mining deep slate is. However, thanks to our allies, we had an artifact called Super Spelunker, which grants haste 5 in our claim. To prevent any confusion, artifacts are just items found in POIs that can be placed in your claim chest for buffs. Thanks to this artifact, in combination with my efficiency 6 pickaxe I had gotten on day 1, I would be able to instantly mine the deep slate, making dropping these sand walls down to bedrock a trivial task.
Alright, the first moat is now finished, as you can see. This goes all the way down to bedrock. It's like this around the entire way. The next one's going to be a lot more annoying because it's not even 2 deep slate layer yet, meaning I'm going to have to mine down 60, whereas this one I think I only have to mine down like 36. So we're going to have to mine about double what I just mined, a little less than double.
Mining out all that deep slate left my pickaxe in a rather unhealthy state, so I figured now was a perfect time to test out the experience bank.
Yo, yeah, what you should do is take the green dye out of the furnace.
Take all 64 out?
Yep.
It didn't mend, just gave me the levels straight up.
Do you have mending on that?
Oh, wait, no, it just bugs. Never mind. I had to...
it was just that good.
It was just, there was so much XP, it didn't process it.
So yeah, that's how you do it. You take XP out and then you right click the note block, and then what it does is it clears out all of the green dye below it.
The experience bank would be imperative for any future wall mining operations. However, at this current moment, it was just too inefficient to fully rely on until the cactus farm was finished. So for any future repairs, I'd have to manually mine Skulk. For now though, it was back to mining out the second sand wall.
Okay, last time I was here, all of the Skulk wasn't mined out. I was coming here to mine Skulk, but like, that is interesting. Also, we don't talk about the ancient city down here. Somebody spawned in like 50 wardens, and it's, you just die if you go down there pretty much.
The mine Skulk really shouldn't have been an issue, but deep down, I felt concerned for the safety of our base and the precious sand surrounding it. And as I began running back towards the base, I stumbled upon it.
Here, you do it now. You see what we're working with.
Oh, that's actually low.
Yeah, it's probably just a deep slate. They're like at the bottom. Here, hang on. Do you see me?
You're like directly over
Am
right
I near
now.
it?
You're like on top
You're
of
like
it.
directly over. We can make a drill and just attack it.
Might as well.
Yeah, we're going.
The higher tier drills like mine faster.
Yeah, much faster. And they have a lot more durability.
Can we actually get in from right here?
I don't know. I'm just
Actually,
finder.
hold up. It's going down.
We might need more drills. We're gonna have to turn left. You just have to tell us when we have to turn left.
I think after it breaks this block, you can turn it left.
Okay, I'll turn it left.
Yeah, it needs to go left now.
Okay.
One more.
Still not in.
It's basically right there.
Okay, we're not in yet. Do I need to turn right?
There's a sugar, I can't, I think straight still.
Bro, that's 1 block. That's crazy. Okay, I can't wait to reset this guy back to 0. Boom.
Oh.
What?
It must be
It's
down.
lower. This is a huge miscalculation. Yes, we're in. Oh wait, no, it's down here. It's down here. Oh, here we are.
Oh, time chest right here.
Bro, this is gonna take so long to drill. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think diagonals apply here.
It's just exactly
Right
what
there,
we
right there.
did, but now down here.
This base may not look like a threat, but in the future, due to its close proximity to our base, its claim could become a huge issue, so removing it now was in our best interest. Though we now needed to realign our drills and drill into the core of the base from bedrock.
Are you turning yet, or keep going straight? Oh, I can see the climb chest from here. Go straight one more and then turn. How's the weather, man? It's still nice?
Weather? Let me check.
Look away! Look what I see!
Hang on. I'm checking the weather. It looks incredibly nice outside.
It's going up 0.7 per tick.
Yes, it's gonna break.
What's going on with your mic?
Who? Mine?
Yeah.
What the f? Yeah, yours died all of a sudden.
It sounds like you're talking through like, you know, Lethal Company?
Hello?
There you go.
Right.
I'm just like showing up to a raid after the fact.
So you can break this, and we'll just wait for red to.
All of this
actually-
for a cow spawner.
Let's go!
I'm so excited.
Alright, we'll wait for red to loot. Yo, wait for red, man! What is wrong with you?
He's already going.
This guy's opening all the chests. Like, what's this guy's
It's already
problem?
going, bro. It is I'm
I don't know.
here. Hello. I'm here to raid.
What do we got?
Oh,
Wow, lots
of
decent-
stuff.
Oh,
that
wow.
looked like
Wow.
Golly.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Y'all
This is the
really hit
average
the jackpot with this one,
We're
guys.
actually stacked now. What about these ones?
Holy.
Ah, 2 stacks of potatoes, man. I got it. I got the kill.
In terms of loot, this base was not worth it at all. However, loot was not what we were after. We primarily wanted to remove our neighbors before they could potentially grow too strong. And after erasing all their progress, I couldn't help but feel this was a bad omen. So for the time being, I wanted to heavily refocus my attention on sand defenses.
Find this out and then place all this sand.
You can expand the sand wall, the inner sand wall, and the outer the outer one.
Yeah, they're both ready to bedrock, so just need to get the sand in there.
Did you drop the sand yet?
No. Wait, I could just drop it from the top and then fill it from above. Maybe that'll be easier.
No, I'm saying like you have to mine the blocks below the sand wall.
Yeah, I know. I haven't yet. But yeah, because I could just break them down and AFK at the surface.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. We'll be vulnerable for a little bit, but come on.
I'm dropping the outer sand wall. It's pretty satisfying to watch the sand fall.
Hang on, wait. Which one are you cracking open?
The outer one right now.
Which one? Oh, the outer. Okay, I was gonna say.
Let's see how far I've dropped the wall. Ooh, okay. Wall's looking a little bit rough. I will fix her right up. Oh, there's a hole that goes straight into our f***ing base. Or maybe we should fix that one up a little bit quicker. Let's fill this in temporarily. Okay, there we go. Base secured.
With both of the walls now fully dropped to bedrock, I now had to fill in the fresh holes with more sand, which meant I had to once again set up the conveyor and AFK station. But this time, AFKing the sand would be different.
I don't know. I don't feel good about this one.
Gotta lock in. Ready for this defense. Let's go.
Defense.
Our claim had been put into combat, which meant someone, somewhere, was trying to breach our sand walls and raid our base.
Yeah, we gotta find out which side they're raiding from. I don't even see anything.
I don't either. Do you think they're going straight to the claim chest at the bottom?
Maybe they're going down. You go down, I'll go up, I guess.
I don't see anything down here.
I'm looking up here.
Or hear anything.
Wait, it's not raid pinged anymore, is
It
it?
stopped. It stopped, yeah. Might have just been tomfoolery, but I don't know.
I might slash duck.
You want to slash stuck?
I kind of want to, yeah. Glowing. There he is on surface.
I see him. I saw him.
He's potted up. He's running.
You see him?
Yep, he's running. I don't have my cords up.
Wait, I'm on him.
You're on him? Where?
He's crouching to me.
Cords.
Negative 885, 1300. Bro, he's crouching to me. I'm critting now. I don't care, bro.
Problem.
Yeah. He's
I don't have any
getting
comps on
cords, but I think it's unavoidable.
Already got a. I haven't gotten a attempt on
New
that.
cords?
1350, negative 900, pretty much. Running,
1350.
He has a faster portal cooldown than me. That's annoying. I think he's gone.
The raider escaping wasn't the real issue here. The problem is our base was now on the radar of other teams, leaving us at a far greater risk of being raided than before. As I AFK'd the sand walls, I wondered if these 2 walls to bedrock, along with an additional 3rd wall, would even be enough to protect me. If I didn't place enough sand, my entire base could be wiped out in the blink of an eye. That's when I had an idea. What if instead of having 1 thick sand walls, I instead combined them all and made a massive 6 block thick sand wall down to bedrock? With 6 blocks of sand between my base and potential raiders, the odds of getting raided would essentially be 0. So in a desperate attempt for more sand to supply the walls, I once again began begging for cash.
I gotta scroll through the names of the people donating, bro, so I can thank them and more people will give me money. I got another 10k. I'm up to 77k by now.
Go kill subs, you get clout. Okay, no, this is backfiring. You see what I mean?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
See what I meant,
whoa.
subs, you may see what I meant. We gotta have a lower profile. All right,
So
can you
right.
pay me like 10k so I'm don't look absolutely
Yeah,
different?
don't worry. Blizzy just gave me 10k.
Oh, sweet.
Exploiting my audience worked great for funding sand. These guys see the lifesteal rank and then immediately fill my pockets. Each generous donations were able to fund the next sand wall. However, when I woke up in the morning after AFKing all night, there was a clear problem.
Alright, so I think something's wrong with the sand wall here. I'm pretty sure that this is out of my tick range, so whenever I place sand, or maybe it's not actually, because I think it was just a bit of breaking. Right, let me try placing sand right here and see what happens. I want to see if it still breaks. Basically, I'm having a problem with the sand breaks right here, and as you can see, it doesn't look like it's breaking anymore. Which means I think I'm out of tick range over here, which means I might need repeaters. We need to send a redstone circuit back here, I think, like this. Wait, I'm a genius. Wait, I'm actually a genius, unironically.
I was not a genius. Repeaters would have to be in my tick range to operate. If they were outside of it, they simply would not function similarly to the machine. So I just needed to verify if that was the issue.
I need to replay mod this. What is going on right now? My brain hurts. Okay, let's see. What seems to be the problem here? What? Okay, well, long story short, I need Willer Hide here to actually be able to AFK. I can't AFK on my own.
The conveyor was breaking due to the sand being pushed out of my tick range, causing it to destroy itself. This was most likely due to anti-lag features built into the server. This meant if I wanted to AFK walls overnight, I would now need Willer Hide to AFK on the other side of the sand wall to keep the entire conveyor loaded. Out of fear of our base's vulnerabilities being potentially exploited, I went ahead and manually filled the entirety of the inner and outer sand wall. But that wasn't enough for me. I needed to start combining these walls as soon as possible. So I wanted to stockpile on pickaxes for mining everything out. Luckily for me, the experience bank was now in a far more usable state.
I'm about to make 9 pickaxes. I'm gonna break every single one of them too. Alright. So how many of these can I use?
10 furnaces are allowed. Don't use them all at once though. You like enchant a pick and then
44 levels. Bro, I literally got 4k XP.
yeah, don't overkill it because when we don't use them we make more money, which we can use to make more sand.
Making 3, 1 pick. 9.
With my freshly made pickaxes in hand, I can now finally begin to mine out the 3rd sand wall.
Oh my gosh, I broke some of the freaking white concrete on the wall.
Oh.
You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
Can't
You're kidding me.
dismantle the right room. Not allowed to escape.
Yeah, don't worry. I wasn't trying to escape. I like the white room.
Why wouldn't you?
I understand liking a particular farm, but starting a cult?
Wait, we should do that.
What?
Sand's cult.
Sand?
Sand's cult.
Oh my gosh.
Does the sand not speak to you, Willer Hide? Can you not hear it?
It doesn't speak to me. The cactus speaks to me.
I don't know if we can be friends, Willer Hide.
It's okay. We don't have to be friends. We'll just build a big wall separating the base into 2.
Another wall.
2 hours of mentally unstable conversations and mining later, the 3rd wall had finally reached bedrock, leaving it in need of being filled with sand. But this time around, I wanted to try out a new method of filling. I also used the nick command to hide my name from people potentially passing by on the surface, and this happened.
Nah, bro. I do not want this skin.
What are you?
I'm the f***ing fish from Fortnite, bruh.
No, no, no.
I'm the Fortnite fish, bro.
Nah.
Look at me, Willer Hide. Look what the sand did to me.
What happened to you?
Look what the sand
You became
did to
red
me.
like the sand.
Look what it did to me, Willer Hide.
You became a sandfish.
No.
You're no longer subs. You're sands.
Nah. That was awful.
With that shenanigans aside, I went to try out my new idea for sand placing.
Oh, Minecraft, hit the power rails. We need to get moving. Hit those power rails.
No.
There we go.
Get moving. Get moving.
This was the most big brain idea I've ever had. I'm actually placing pretty fast too, so.
You didn't tell me you were having fun. I want to have fun.
Yeah, I'm in a minecart going back and forth, bro.
I want to have fun.
Most fun I've ever had.
The sand coaster.
Next will be the cannons.
Sand cannons? Yo.
The Sand Coaster, the newest and most innovative addition to our sand placing arsenal. This machine works great for quickly filling in sand when I'm not AFK. As I was coastering one side of the third wall, Willerhide ended up sniping a Hermes artifact off the auction house for just 100k. The auction house is basically just a shop where players can sell their items.
Bro, they must have meant to put a mill.
No way. No freaking way. Everything artifact costs more.
They must have f***ed it up.
What?
Those scams, that kid.
The Hermes artifact was one of the rarest and most expensive artifacts in the game, allowing for you to fly once placed in your claim chest. And due to what was most likely a typo, we obtained this artifact for only 100k. With Flight now obtained, getting things done around the base would be far easier than ever before. Flight even led to a new sand placing method by flying up and down placing sand. However, this method was extremely boring and tedious, resulting in me coastering the rest of that section of the third wall so I could begin to set up the conveyors to AFK the rest.
Our base is like those, like what is it even comparable to?
Constantinople.
Constantinople. We're literally Rome, and they're like the barbarians.
We have the Clash of Clans music too.
Dude, that would be crazy. I need that in my life.
After completing the conveyor, I AFK placed the sand all night, resulting in the third wall being finished, leaving me now with the task of the fourth, fifth, and sixth wall to finish merging all the sand together.
Giving him the screenshot. Hold up, gamers. Why? Stop! Alright, so I think the machine clogged somewhere. Not sure how exactly. I'm guessing it's server lag, which happens sometimes. Well, that's Willerhide's not on the wall anymore, but I can't really see him, so I don't know. If Willer left the wall, I think it just breaks the machine too. That's fine, I can just manual the rest of it. And we're back to going back and forth in a minecart. Let's go. Alright, so we're kind of mining the second to last wall here. It's a little bit later than I would have liked, but I kind of got distracted with some things, so I mean, it kind of just is what it is.
Everything was going smooth as I finished mining out the fifth wall without incident. Little did I know, Willerhide had gone out to defend our allies from a raid, and upon his return, I learned of how futile all our sand really was.
Subs, we need bigger walls, and I don't care if it takes day and night
Is this not enough?
to expand the walls by 3 more things, but we need it.
Oh, it needs 3 thicker, you think?
3 thicker, and then we go outer to height limit. I think that's what we need.
So how hard do you think it is to raid this base?
I think they'll raid it in 30 minutes.
What?
Subs, we need more walls, man. I've seen the outside world.
Where'd all the confidence go that we're never getting raided, huh?
Subs, you don't get it. Those people, they don't stop if there's just a little wall in front of them. They take... Oh my gosh, it's so bad. One thing I've learned is that people are being kind of shallow right now with their strategy. They just target the top power teams, right? And like the larger teams, the ones that they think are a threat to them.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
But what I think is going to happen is that one team is going to win and become the dominant force, and then they're going to wipe the team power top that they don't like own or control, right? And then our base will probably be next on the chopping block. So we have until then.
How long do you think that'll be? A week?
Oh gosh. See, that's why this war scares me. We have until Syndicate base drops, I think. Probably a week or a little bit more than that. I think just we gotta keep up our cycle of like AFKing sand every night.
You have 1 week to get this base perfectly defended. You're saying?
Most likely. That is probably our timeline. I think a vertical raid might be the play for them. Like, for this base. Like, that's our weakest link, I think, by far.
Yeah, it definitely is, because we can just get through the cactus farm into everything. That's why I don't know if it's worth actually building up the cactus farm too much, just because that's our biggest weakness.
I think we cut back the plans a little bit.
Willerhide's info left us with only 1 week to fortify our base from an attack by our enemy's Cocoa Melon. So, Willerhide and I created a document scheduling our plans for the next week, which consisted of relatively normal things, such as making a second 6-6 sand wall, bringing both walls up to world height, warden rings, and a Clash of Clans alarm. The only only thing I currently cared about on that list was sand. If I could just have more sand around me, I'd be safe. If I could just have hundreds of thousands, no, 1 million sand around me, then I'd be unraidable. Sand is all that matters to me anymore, and I'll do whatever it takes to defend my base with it, even if it kills me. But to begin placing more sand, I'd first have to mine out the entirety of the 6 thick outer wall. Alright, so we currently find ourselves down in the deep slate layer to begin mining out the area for the next sand wall. So what we're doing here is going to mine out the entire deep slate layer first. We're going to spend like 8 hours today just mining this entire space out all the way up to the surface. We got a decent bit to get done here. And I've only got one efficiency 6 pickaxe, so good thing we have the XP bank because we're definitely going to be using a lot of XP today to repair my pickaxe. I'm honestly not quite sure how long this will take to fully mine out, so I estimated it'll take around 8 hours. There's a chance it'll take less, but there's also a chance it'll take more. It's kind of hard to tell. That's a future me problem, though. That is a future me problem. Alright, so Bedrock layer has now been mined out. We need to bring this all the way up to the top of deep slate layer. I went ahead and repaired my pickaxe already too. But yeah, this is all mined out all the way around. As you can see, it's just very ugly bedrock, which needs to be replaced with my wonderful sand. Though to do that, we're gonna need to mine out the entire deep slate layer and then the entire stone layer. So we got a lot of mining to do. Let's get back into it. I'm done. What did it cost? My sanity. The deep slate layer alone ended up taking me upwards of 6 hours to complete, and that had less blocks to break than the upcoming stone level. So I began crafting a bunch of throwaway pickaxes to use for all the stone I had to mine, except the game had a different idea. Bro, I log into the game. It's glitching the f out. I don't know what's going on with my game. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but what is that? Bro! What is that? What am I looking at? Is that cobwebs? What is going on my screen? What is going on with my game? What's happening, bro? I'm scared. What is going on? What is that giant black? What is that? Okay, I'm relogging, bro. No, what's going on? Why is it not fixed? What is that? Wait, is that our base? Is that a reflection of our base? Why is my game like this? Why is it cooked? Evidently, all the sand placing and deep slate mining had gotten to my head. So at this point, I probably needed a therapist. Though I doubt even they could save me now. But that's besides the point, because I had stone to mine.
I'm just glad that the walls aren't white anymore.
I'll fix that later.
Oh gosh, bro, if you spend time on that, I might actually go insane.
Bro, where are these creepers coming from?
Did it just like spawn on you?
Yeah. It's done. I'm finally free. This looks so crazy, this trench, holy. Another 8 hours later, and the entire trench for the outer wall was dug out, meaning it was now ready to be filled in with sand. But before that, I needed to finish up the last segment of the inner wall.
Yeah, my most mine block is stone, 80,000.
You don't know my stone count?
How many mil?
217,000. And then my deep slate is 150,000.
150k deep slate is crazy. What the heck? I was outbid on one of my auctions by Gavu, the top guy. Okay, I'm gonna double down. 4, 5, 6, 9, 6, 9.
Perfect.
He just outbid me, and then I outbid him again.
Bro, I really thought.
That's how we get rated. Hang on, I might have just started the plot of our video. Uh-oh.
Obviously, simply outbidding someone on AH would never actually result in us getting rated by them. Instead, we had to focus on the more pressing matter of Coco Melon. And I still had one more thing to get done for the day, which was AFKing the last section of the inner wall. How scuffed my setup is. It's so bad. So bad.
It's like the apartments that they just squeeze everything into the 2 square foot area.
Average New York apartment. It's even worse from first person.
This is where I eat. This is where I shower. This is where right here, the 1x1. And then they have like the freaking pull-out bed that takes up the entire space.
Yeah, you pull out of the closet, takes up the entire bedroom. You gotta walk down 3 flights of stairs just to go to the bathroom.
It's like in a different room.
It's a public bathroom. Yeah, they don't get their own.
Public shower.
Cheapest apartment in New York. $3,000 for that.
$3,000 a month.
Oh, the inner wall's finally finished. I didn't record me placing the last blocks, but it's done finally. I was just so distracted by placing the sand and finishing it that I completely forgot to press the record button.
The inner sand wall was fully finished on the morning of the second day, which now left me with the task of an obsidian farm. But Subs, obsidian has no relation to sand at all. That's where you're wrong, Susan. If you give obsidian a few thousand years of getting pummeled by different weather events, then eventually it'll break down, give up on life, and realize becoming sand was a superior option all along. So as far as I was concerned, farming this block still fit my agenda. Luckily for me, I had already gathered all the materials for this farm in advance, and after mining out a large area for it, I could get straight to building the obsidian farm. With the farm now complete, all I had to do was AFK it for infinite obsidian, except the farm just didn't work, so I proceeded to spend 30 minutes troubleshooting to find this out. Okay, so basically for the past 30 minutes I've been trying to figure out what's wrong with this, and moral of the story is I am really dumb. That or my boy Mango did not show that you're supposed to put an axe in here, or I'll just do an iron ingot in order to make this work. Like, I'm no redstone genius, I'm kind of stupid. I'm very stupid because putting an iron ingot in the machine doesn't work. It just breaks it yet again. The machine specifically requires those stone axes to function, except even with the axes in the farm, there still was a problem.
Yo, okay, so for starters, our obsidian farm doesn't work. I spent 4 hours on it, and basically the snowballs that it shoots cannot break item frames in our clan. So you'd have to do it with 2 people. It's the only way you can AFK this.
What snowballs?
Right here, this dispenser, it shoots out this pickaxe. When you break this, then it switches you over there, so you can fully automate it.
Are you sure?
Yes. I've messed with it for like an hour or 2.
I thought...
No, if you hold left and right click, it doesn't. It's a snowball that pops it out.
Oh, bruh.
So you'd have to have one person over here getting lava and the other one just mining the obsidian whenever it spawns in.
In order for this farm to work with one person, a dispenser would shoot a snowball at an item frame, dropping the pickaxe in it as you held down right click, and replaced it with a random item. Snowballs, however, cannot take items out of item frames you're gonna claim, meaning the only way to operate this farm effectively would be to have one person mining obsidian as the other gathered lava. And at this point, I already spent multiple hours on this farm, so I just couldn't be bothered with it anymore. Instead, I began experimenting with new sand conveyor tech for the outer wall.
Currently, we're trying out new things with flying machines here to see if we can get this to work for our sand placing. So the problem with the design that I quickly realized is that if you place too fast, the flying machine just moves before the sand even gets up to like its limit. So like 10 ticks might be sketch. That'd be fine actually. Okay, hopefully 10 actually works. Well, as you can see, I can place sand twice as fast. Ooh, but yeah, we do have to do this manually. I forgot to mention that this is a manual method. So I don't know if it'll actually be worth it to do this. I feel like at this point, rail method is better than like doing flying machines like this. All right, so it's been like 20 minutes and this is all it's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blocks. And that's like not even close to the other side, as you can see. So 2 options here. We keep doing this, or we do a different design, stationary one. To do that though, we are going to be in need of some things. The big one being slime. I don't know how much slime blocks we have, because I believe that the machines each take 1, and we've only got 7, so... Oh, there we go. I definitely need a bunch more observers, though. That is for sure. I mean, that's 2 stacks of observers. That should be good. Alright, so we're just going to start in the very corner over here. Our AFK spot would be right here. So we probably want to go one lower. We have our classic button right here just to be safe. Then a dropper system somewhere over here. But I'm like 90% sure if I 0-tick this, it'll still work. I think it's going to be faster than my 20-tick. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely faster than my 20-tick. It's like 2 or 3 times faster, I'm going to be honest. Okay, so you kind of see how you actually build this now. Okay, is this actually gonna work, or is just I mean, it moved, so I mean that's probably a good sign. All right, so basically I just have to do this system all the way around, the entire thing, and then I will be back when it's done. All right, I think I just finished. This is looking a lot nicer than the old systems, all I'll say. Look at it, isn't it wonderful? This took like 2 stacks of observers. It goes all the way around. I think I could, technically speaking, get away with that. Not gonna try it yet, but I think I can. FBI, this one here, lock him up.
With a full ring of freshly modeled conveyors around the outer wall, I now needed to AFK place some sand to test it out.
All right, so we kind of just AFK this. I don't think there's any chance this one jams, but like maybe I'm wrong. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of AFK this for a while, see how well it goes, and then we'll be back. Bro, I was tabbed out like watching anime and inventory's gone. Like, what just happened? Why did I spawn? I didn't like lose a heart. The base isn't getting raided. Like, I'm so confused. What just happened? This is still on in spinning sand. So like, I did die. How? Bro, did I get killed by a zombie or something? Bro, I died to a zombie. Ain't no way, bro. All right, so this is as far as it's gonna go, it looks like. Because the sand comes over here and it just de-renders. And I think I've wasted probably like a double chest or 2 on that on accident. So I kind of have to wait for someone to log on before I can do anything. So GG, I guess.
The new conveyor works fine, though now I was left with no other option than to wait for Willerhide to log on so I could AFK sand due to it once again being pushed out of tick range. But as I was waiting, some rather unsettling information was brought to my attention.
We might have some big problems here. We have some issues. Our raid shield doesn't activate for another like 45 minutes. And about 30 minutes ago, our allies pinged us that some guys are targeting us. Supposedly today. I've been kind of alone for most of the day here because Willer stayed up all night and ruined the sleep schedule. I might just stay up all night, I'm thinking. I might just not sleep and try and grind a ton when our shield's actually up. And we need a 3rd member, otherwise we're getting raided, I think.
It was only the 2nd day of our 1-week plan, and already Cocomelon wanted to raid us. And due to our claim shield not currently being active, they very well could start a raid at any moment. A claim shield can be activated once a day for 12 hours at a time, and through that duration, your base is unraidable. This is obviously so players can take a break and sleep at night. However, with ours not being active, we were currently vulnerable, leading to the desire of a 3rd member to help defend and build up the base. Technically, Redooms was on our team, but that guy's a freeloader and doesn't count. I did have somebody in mind to potentially add to the team, but for now, I refrained as Willerhide finally logged on.
Yeah, I literally told you what was gonna happen.
Yeah, but evidently they want to target us next for whatever reason.
Wait, they're raided?
Yeah, Syndicate's gone. Syndicate's gone, and evidently we're next for whatever reason, so...
Oh, they got incited. Oh, dude, we have... I think our weak timeline still checks out.
Syndicate was insided and fully raided, and Cocomelon fully intended to come after us next. Honestly, I didn't know their motive for wanting to raid us, but knowing wouldn't change anything. Willerhide still felt our week-long timeline would hold strong. I wasn't quite as confident as him, though. So, to make sure we could further progress our sand walls, I showed Willerhide the conveyor I made to see if he could improve it.
So you remember my design where you place like 4 or 5 sand and then it does the redstone torch thing?
Yeah, I think that's what we need.
Yeah, would that work here? And then we just use honey blocks to tile these, I think?
It might. So I don't think the ticks matter on these, really. Because these should never jam because it's all a straight line. It can't get stuck anywhere.
I can go look at the design real quick. And can you get honey blocks if we have any in the chest?
I can try to, yeah. I think we need like 40 of them, though, most likely.
Yeah, we need a lot, and we don't have that many.
A few days ago, Willerhide had shown me a machine that could push up to 5 blocks of sand at once, and if we obtained some honey, we could upgrade the conveyor to push 5 rows of sand simultaneously, which would drastically increase the rate I could place sand. In my mind, this was obviously the greatest invention since the wheel. Problem is, I currently had no honey, no money, no job, and no biz. Those last few are details totally unrelated. Luckily for me, I could obtain bottled honey at the nearby jungle POI, so I grabbed my invis potions and headed over.
Right there. They just ran in. Oh, they're bedrock. He's in chain, bro. He's dead. Unlucky dude, sorry. What, 7
honey blocks out of that. 7 honey blocks obviously wasn't enough to supply our conveyor needs, though I now had to wait 30 minutes for the POI loot to resupply. So during that downtime, I decided to get ahead of the curve and mine out an area for the inner warden ring, which finally put our obsidian from the farm to use. I then did a ton of POI runs until I gathered all the honey, but I won't bore you with chest looting simulator. Instead, I'll bless your brains with the latest sand conveyor model.
We're making this 5 thick, right?
Yeah, we can do 5 tick now. We definitely should. We can't do turns though, so no point in doing the turn.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can take some more stuff.
Ooh, redstone. I like redstone.
Oh, wait, we need the sticky pistons. I forgot those. I'll go back and get the stickies real quick.
This looks insane. We really have leveled up.
Yeah.
Video progression. Woo!
Exactly. We're at the final stage. Max evolution here.
Hang on. This isn't right. You made an oopsie on this.
Not make an oopsie.
You made an oopsie. I can prove it.
I did not.
I can prove it. Hang on. 1, 2. Hang on. Wait.
Lying, you're lying, you're lying.
2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh.
That's how it's supposed to be. 5.
No, you messed up. You messed up. You just don't want to admit it.
Gaslighting me.
No, you actually just messed up. It's so sorry to see this.
No.
Dang. I'm not gonna fix it yet. I'm gonna wait till you like see it. And I'm gonna be like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be like, look at this, bro. Look at this. This is messed up. This is not.
That makes sense.
That's not
That does
right.
make sense,
That's
actually.
not right. You didn't do it right. Uh-oh. What did you do?
Wait, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Huh? Oh, it's all fine. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna save us both time.
Wait, where's the other observers I hear?
No. Subs. Think about this first. No.
What am I supposed to be thinking about?
Sub. Think about this, okay?
Oh, wait a second.
We're gonna have to move all
Wait,
of these.
how does this happen?
Because you placed the pistons next to the observer.
How do I do this so often?
So we have to go down the line and fix all of them. There we go. That should be wired. All right, and then I don't know how we're gonna fit the storage on this. That you can figure that
Wait,
out.
what's this dropper down here?
This is so we have 1 down here, and then we have 4 up here. So this guy needs to be filled
Okay,
as
so then
well.
each of these need 8 double chests of sand, I think.
So you can have here's the hoppers. There you go. You can have fun with that.
Thanks, man. So
You could just have them go like this and then have chests. You don't have to make them go. You don't have to double input. It's not gonna
Perfect.
matter anyway. Are you just trying to make it look more scuffed? This is like
what's wrong with this? This is my best idea yet.
okay. I did say you could do the storage.
Do you wanna know how much this is gonna cost us?
300k, right? Bro, this is like when we just ate at a restaurant. And we're looking at the
Do you
bill.
wanna hear the damages, brother? Do you wanna hear the damages?
Well, I'm not splitting the bill, man. I'm broke. I have 80 coins.
691,000.
What? Is it just for one wall?
Yo, can anyone just pass me a casual mill? You will not be getting it back.
You will not. We had so much. Dude, I invested so much in that cactus farm.
And you invested it all into your fucking netherite sword. Now we can't even AFK
right.
sand.
I forgot about this.
It's a netherite sword, man. Okay, surely we can sell something. Do we have a headless in chat? Can you kill me?
No, I don't even have that.
No.
Please give monies, because me homeless need family food. That guy's poorer than all of us.
Blurhide may have blown all of our cash on our netherite sword earlier, but don't worry, he had an excellent solution to the problem he caused.
So Blurhide has graciously granted me a loan. I have no idea where he got it from, but evidently it's gonna have a 50k interest fee, so yeah.
Yeah, so we literally went into debt for sand. I have no regrets.
Feeling pretty tired, but I actually gotta have stuff to do here in an hour, so GG, bro. So we're gonna attempt to AFK this for the first time here. I honestly don't know how this is gonna work, so wish me luck, I guess. I just got up after 4 hours of sleep, and I feel absolutely terrible, bro. Holy.
It was day 3, and I may have pulled a Willerhide because I didn't sleep until 1 p.m. and woke up at 5 p.m. Regardless of that, I wanted to complete as much of the outer walls underground portion as I could, so I literally spent my entire day placing sand. I filled in a ring around the wall with sand, minecarted sand, flew back and forth placing sand, AFK placed sand, got engaged to sand, got married to sand, had 3 kids with sand, grew old with sand, and died as my entire sand family surrounded my deathbed in tears.
I kind of just got finished AFKing the night. Well, I logged out like 6 a.m. because nobody was on to AFK this side. So I'm gonna have to manual fill all of this here, which shouldn't be too bad. We gotta finish manually filling all of this, which shouldn't be too bad. I should have it finished by like in 8 hours. Though the original goal was to have this finished 2 days ago.
The day started out like any other as I filled in gaps in the sand wall. Whereas most people want money and women to be happy, I only need sand to be happy. So for me, waking up just to do sand was amazing. Though I realized there was a slight problem. All the wonderful sand I placed was entirely defenseless during the times I slept. So if I wanted to protect my sand from the dangers of the outside world, there was only one logical solution: slay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Is it warden time?
I think it's warden time.
I hear a warden in my heart.
Oh?
Call me a lyricist. That sounds like a song right there.
Bars.
Yeah. You want to check out my infrastructure?
Yeah, I'm coming down right now.
Whilst I was placing sand, Willerhide was busy setting up preparations for the warden rings. Now, I haven't really explained what warden rings are yet, but they're essentially just wardens trapped in a ring around the base.
Okay. You want to check out the infrastructure down here? It's in our meth lab. I mean our
what lab?
Cow farm.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
okay.
And then so I have this like water system. You like the water system?
Yeah, this is a pretty nice water system.
Yeah, it's a very nice water system. They'll spawn on like these blocks, right? And then they'll sniff and they'll find closer to the center. These just help nudge them a little bit. And then they'll end up on this block. And most of the time, they'll just finally walk to the final block and just like funnel upward. But yeah, the player is here just with name tags in their inventory, hopefully stack separated, and then just holding right click as they pass. And then the wardens go up, they go into the chute, and then they drop down, and there's a little thing breaking their fall. There's a little bit of water. And I think this should go smoothly. I mean, there's not really much nuance to it, but yeah, I'll let you run the machine. I'm just gonna watch the pipes as the wardens shuffle in.
Oh wait, so I have to do this solo then. So I spawn the warden, I go up the water stream, I hold right click, right?
I believe in you.
Oh no.
If that means anything.
Oh no. Okay, I'm breaking the wall. So I have to drop an item on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing things. What's going on? I'm scared.
Okay, I could describe what's happening, but I think it's more mysterious if I don't. Oh, it spawned, it spawned. Okay.
That's definitely one spawning. His name tags.
Oh, here he comes. Oh my gosh! Wait, check this out.
I can't, there's another one.
Wait, oh yeah, you gotta hold, Oh wait, I forgot, there's something we need to do, but
Uh-oh. What?
You wanna go turn off the machine, go pick up that block?
Yeah, there's another warning coming off though, so.
Oh, okay. Do you name tag it?
Yeah, I did.
So, there is a slight issue that I remember. We're not gonna be able to make repairs to that lower area when the warden ring's done, because we're just gonna die when we go down there. So there's one spot that we need to try to fill while there's 2 wardens in there now.
Willerhide may have forgotten to fill in some caves around the warden ring, meaning we needed to remove the few wardens already in there. So we came up with a bright idea of entering the ring to fight them.
What are you doing? Why are you luring them towards us? Why don't we just bow them? Like this.
I don't have any arrows, by the way. Like, why is it just standing there?
Because I told you, the ticking range. These wardens are only strong close range. That's why
So like this?
Oh! Close range! Close range!
I can't
still
see
ticking?
him.
He's not ticking, right?
I think he is. It sounds like he is. It sounds like he's gonna be really close with Lauren.
No. He's not.
Wait,
what do we do? We're in the ring!
He's constantly ticked. He's constantly ticked.
We're in the ring! What do we do? There's another one in the ring! No! Stop! Get out! Where's the exit? I'm up. Bro!
That went exactly as intended. We were just testing the water so we could easily kill them in our next attempt. Yeah. This allowed for Willerhide to finally patch the caves, so I can now resume moving wardens into the ring.
Alright, just one more, so. Come on, buddy. So I made this difficult. There we go. Perfect.
The inner warden ring was now complete, leaving me with the task of once again filling in the outer wall. And by now, 3 entire sides of it were complete, so I began filling in the last section of the wall. So I finished the outer wall.
That is the outer wall done, finally.
It just so happens all my footage of doing so is just a freeze frame like that. There was still some time left in the day, and technically we were supposed to have the outer warden ring done by now. However, there was one limiting factor, and that was name tags. Previously, we had gotten our name tags by enlisting an ally of ours by the name of Darthy. He had gotten us 2 stacks of name tags, but we'd still need more. Only problem is, villagers are disabled on lifesteal net, making my best alternative option to gather them through running POIs once again. So it's back to chest looting simulator.
Not quite sure who this kid is. I'm dropping him. I'm sorry, buddy, but I am in need of a heart. Oh, shit, there's a full gear guy back there. No, I want it! It's mine! It's mine! There's so many of them! Bro, why are there 3 invises in here? Bro, the whole fucking squad is in here. The whole squad is in here, bro. Bro, these guys are such losers.
Narrowly evading death was great and all, but I still needed name tags. So I went to test my luck at a different POI called the Woodland Fortress.
If I'm lucky, maybe there's like some bot in here farming it and there's no prop 4 guys, right? Right. Holy bro, this guy had so much on him. Bro, this guy was the entire POI worth of loot. Unlucky, dude. Well, I guess I now know for the future that this place is garbage to loot for name tags. Do not come mansion.
That POI was pretty garbage in terms of name tags. So I went back to the jungle POI and got a pretty interesting item.
Oh, what the fuck? My game just tabbed out. What is that? Zombie spawner? Personal cell booster. What the fuck? I don't really care about the zombie spawner, to be honest.
Also, for whatever reason, I had an entire entourage of bodyguards with me.
Guys, go to jungle POI to kill subs. I think there's more to just be here. Bro. All I wanted to do was get some name tags, and now there's 8 people here. Subs has a bodyguard. I don't have any bodyguards. I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. Oh, bro. Holy. The whole squad is here, bro. Nah, that's crazy.
By now, I had managed to gather plenty of name tags for our warden needs. But even better than that was the cell booster I had gotten. With this, and the fact that Willerhide had recently finished the cactus farm, I could just AFK cactus all night and sell it all in the morning. Then, I never have to worry about money again. So with that in mind, I left my computer on all night to maximize earnings. First thing in the morning, I sold every last cactus we had and immediately became a multi-millionaire. And you better believe that every last penny of that was going to fund my sand obsession. It was day 5 now, meaning we really shouldn't be dealing with wardens, but we had a slight problem. The wardens were entity cramming each other due to their vast numbers, but worse than that was something rather obvious. We hadn't even mined out the second warden ring, yet the first one was entirely full of wardens. This meant we'd have to kill every single warden in the inner ring just so we could add the second ring around the base. To stop the entity cramming, I went out and gathered vines to put on all the walls because supposedly those would stop it from occurring. The final problem was OBS literally only recorded my game audio for all of this. So now you have to deal with post-commentary subs. I won't bite. I think. Anyways, once the second ring was mined out and vines were placed into the rings, I had to replace every single warden in the first ring and then fill in the second ring with wardens. This was a pretty major time loss considering we were already behind on schedule and were meant to be finishing up the outer wall to world hype by tonight. Once all the wardens were happily and willingly moved into their loving new homes, Willerhide and I went to the surface to clear any blocks that would come in the way of the sand wall as it's being dropped from world hype. Also, for whatever reason, my mic audio finally decided to record.
Honestly, the shovel seems to be doing pretty well. It reminds me of when I was working on the cactus farm, just mining sand. And this also reminds me of when I was mining all that stone in Deep Slate. Oh gosh. Oh no. Never again, please. I have to mine more stone. I've just realized. No. No more. Are you okay? What is he talking about? Like, what is he yapping about, bro? It might have been a creeper. This guy is trolling, bro. This guy is actually trolling. Nah, this guy, bro. He forgets his mob sounds are down due to the wardens. Blames me for dropping a TNT minecart on his head. Like, is he good? This guy is tweaking. Well, this guy might be in, like, some need of help. Like, holy... Dubs. What a trench we have here. Holy.
With the outer walls trench mined out, my only task left for the night was to begin AFKing sand. Also, now's a good time to mention, Willerhide had been working on other tasks in the dock, like the obby-grid roof, maxing out our claim chests, and even designing an auto-regenerating cobblestone vertical defense system, which basically brought us up to schedule, aside from my sand placing.
I'm waiting for someone to like send a drill at me as I'm like placing sand. Just break the machine when I fall to my death. That is peak tomfoolery. Ding, 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 ding. Sir, there was a second drill. Nah. All right, well, it's now time to AFK sand. I feel like it's gone too far now. It started with one sand wall, then we combined them, then we made another one, and now we're bringing them up to height limit. It's so much now. Okay, so I've been AFKing for like most of the night. It's basically done. Willerhide just kind of wasn't in the right spot, so it kind of clogged a few times, which is fine. I'll just have to manual fill the rest of that there. So now I'm gonna be moving this over so that we can start doing this one here. Okay. So I think this is good now. Everything should theoretically be operational.
After moving the conveyors, I was ready to AFK through the day, but after a short while of doing so, I stumbled upon something very concerning.
I was just about to buy all the sand needed for our walls, but it appears as if someone's been scouting us out down here. So someone's been here scouting around. Not sure when this was. Maybe it was last night sometime when we were on shield. Maybe it wasn't. But there's a lot of holes that have popped up overnight. So like that hole wasn't there before. None of this over here obviously was there. That hole. Because I went around and I patched every single hole before we started building. So like if you see like holes like that right there, those are all new. To be honest, after seeing all those holes around the base of people scouting us out, I'm getting kind of worried that something's gonna happen later tonight, and I think tonight is like the one night we have to hold for. I think if we survive tonight, we're set. Like, I don't think anything's gonna happen.
All of this activity outside the base was incredibly worrying. At any moment, an entire team could be at our doorstep, and all I could really do was continue placing sand. Though now I changed my approach to manually filling in the innermost layer of the outer wall to ensure that we at least had one layer of sand up to world height before an attack, blissfully unaware of what was coming.
Yo, we're getting a scout right now. What the hell? Yo?
Hello?
Yeah, there's some guy at my base scouting currently. I don't know who it is.
Need help killing him?
Maybe. I'm thinking it might be Cocomelon because I've been asking around for our cords.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're on our way, bro. We just had a massive fight. Let us streak here real quick.
Yeah, he's still here. It's two still.
Oh, they're probably gonna try to raid.
It might be three, actually. I see two right now.
What are their names?
I can't tell. I'm like at the top of a sand wall right now. One's got a shield. They're mining down, I think, right now.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely getting ready to raid.
There's only two right now. Dude, you guys can TP to me right now if you want to. Oh, they might be able to see you going, actually.
Oh, well.
They're like right down here, I think. They're digging a hole somewhere. This is probably it right here.
Yeah, I see him.
Who is it?
Oh, I can't see name tags. Hold on.
Karthik, can you accept?
Himothy129 and Blocksted. I'm dropping him. Is there a web right down there? Oh, there is.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the poison, whoever splashed.
Yo, where am I at? Holy. Oh, they're over here in the corner. They're both over. They're both in the corner. They're both in the corner over here.
Move so I can mob farm him, babe.
Oh, I'm on top.
I think the other one dug into the wall. Here to escape or something.
Here.
Yeah, right here. He's not right here. He's right here. I'm in. Which one? One.
Timothy's gonna die. Timothy's still dead.
Oh yeah, we need to focus this guy then.
He's hella low.
I think he turtled. Scuffed out? There's so many people. There's such a cramped space. It's so scuffed.
Timothy, bro. Timothy's
This one's had cop.
dead.
Other one on me. Bro, I have no sounds on. No wonder this sounds so weird.
Nice.
Nice. Big. They died so fast, bro.
They did.
That's crazy.
Tier 2 drill on them.
Oh, so we're trying something. A lot of people have been like talking around, so like I was trying to finish up at least one layer of sand wall to the surface, but I guess they came a little bit sooner than I was expecting them to.
The threats were quickly neutralized, but even so, I didn't feel safe. I honestly felt even more concerned now. Those players weren't actually part of Cocomelon. Instead, they were from an entirely different team ran by a player called Zakuzi. Now, me and Zakuzi have a bit of history on this server. He just so happens to be the same guy who raided both my bases on day 1 of the server. He is the very player that caused my sand craze to begin with, and seeing his goons scouting out our current base was concerning. But if I could just place more sand than they could ever count, more sand than they could possibly break, then they'll never get in. Me and my base will be completely secure from both Zakuzi and Cocomelon. Nobody would raid us. As long as I place sand, we'd be safe, right?
Alright, our south wall, I believe, here. This is south, right? Yeah. Our south wall is now done. This is kind of looking insane from the inside. Like, it's just sand all around. The next part I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of do it like this, I think. This is done here, which means we now got a full cube, but we have walls around our entire base now, which does make me feel a lot more comfortable.
Having 4 walls around our base was great and all, but after AFKing another night, it was now day 7, and I was nowhere near done with the sand walls. If Willerhide's original schedule held true, we could get raid attempted at any moment, and all I could do was sit, place sand, and wait.
And 3, 2, 1, pop. Outer wall is fully complete. Isn't that wonderful? Look at this. Great. This is greatness. Alright, I now have to do the interior wall here. Or the inner wall. The inner wall is what I have to do now. Holy bro. Yo, I think someone came up here and lockpicked my f***ing chests. What? No way, right? No, this can't slide. Someone pickpocketed my chest and stole all of the honey blocks we have. That's actually really annoying. I don't think they lockpicked the sand, right? It looks like they're just missing sand. Am I crazy, bro? Nah, someone lockpicked sand. Like, who the hell? Bro, like, look how much he built up too. Like, bro built 3 separate towers to get up here and move all the loot, I guess. This is what happens. So one time I don't AFK. I was sitting in base because I had a headache and I was just laying down. And I come back and they robbed all of my redstone comps, bro. Alright. Walls are done, or I guess the inner wall is done, and now I have to AFK the rest of it. But the inner is done. W. Alright, so I just got done AFKing this wall here. I just need to do a little bit of manual filling, but I believe I've done something special finally. We are over 1 million by 56,000. The 1 and the 0 are merged together, but that is 1 million sand placed right there. I think we're on to the last wall. It feels weird to be nearly done with placing sand. Like, I thought I'd be doing this for the rest of my life, I'll be honest. Right, the last conveyor has been placed. My suffering ends here. I can't wait to hear the dings in my ear. Ding, 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 ding. Like, dude, stop. No more digging, please. Make it stop.
I filled the sand chests, knowing the walls were nearly complete after so much time. And after they were filled, I went AFK in the base to shower for the first time in 2 weeks, with 20 minutes left until our shield would activate. And once I returned, I'd finally finished placing sand. I'd finally be free.
We got raided, evidently. Our shield had 15 minutes left. Base is clapped. And this kid's in full Ned. That's crazy. These guys are f***ing stacked. Bro, it was literally basically done. Chill on this, cuh. Chill on the old TNT, cuh. The f***'s your problem, G? I'm very curious though about like where they actually going from. Dude. So I guess it just didn't work? Oh well. I guess that's GG. Dude, I swear on everything. I left, I did a workout for like an hour. I came back. I checked my PC. Flame chat said 15 minutes. I was like, okay, I'll just go take a shower. I left to take a shower. I get back, we're raided.
Bro, was it so quick? This has to be the most lame thing that I've ever seen. Like, I don't even know how to react.
Yeah, I know. They're literally the fucking top team. And they raided us with 60 power. Like, I'm shocked. I don't know, man. I'm in disbelief. Like, I don't know how to react.
Like, they gain nothing from this. They're just here to ruin about 2 to 3 weeks of work. Even with this server as our like full-time job for 2 weeks, we still there's nothing we can do. Like, there's just absolutely nothing we could have done. Like, as much as we tell ourselves like we could have put sentries down or whatever, like they could have just raided with sentry diffusers. They could have just, you know.
Even if I like managed to get online before they got in, like, what would that have done?
Yeah, like you couldn't have stopped the unstoppable force of.
There's like fucking 10 of them, I think. So
yeah, Raging's team and Give You. No, man, no, I'm still in denial. I'm in the 5 stages of grief. It's still there. It's still there.
We can go back.
I want to go back. I want to see the claim. We have to, bro. We have to.
I can log back on if you want to.
Search invis.
Yeah, I'll log on too. Okay, I nixed just to be safe. Just so they don't know I'm online, because I said I'm not logging back in. If they see me on, they might know that we're coming back.
It is 3 a.m. at the moment.
It is 3 a.m.
And our base got raided at 2 a.m. while we were offline. Just keep in mind, we're going in with no escape routes, and it's just a dream. I'm so curious what's left, dude. I'm about to go over this wall, and it's about to be a crater.
Yeah, wait, let me TPA to you.
Yeah. Oh, we're in.
Holy f***, they destroyed the walls. These walls were finished here. Did they like raid TNT to stand over here? Like, what's going on? Looks like they like took a bite out of it.
I guess we could just pearl down, right?
We could. You want to just chuck a pearl, see what happens?
Yeah, chuck a pearl under the grass. Yeah, we're good. Okay, wait, hold shift.
I don't have any invis, by the way, so...
I know. I'll have to end business if we see anyone. I think we only do it if we see anyone. Okay. Drop. Here's the region wall. So yeah, they went directly through the region wall.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait, the cactus is still here. It's still making cactus.
Wait, how does
I'm just checking to make sure. Okay, it's safe. Just jump down. Jump down through it.
Oh no, what are we gonna see, Willard?
I don't know, I'm scared. Oh gosh.
What's left?
Oh no.
Oh my.
It's not nearly as grouped as I thought it would be, but
honestly, yeah.
It's still like, oh no.
Oh, diamonds.
Wait, what's over here? There's a chest. It still has gear in it. Grab a helmet.
Does it?
Yeah, grab pots.
What the f***? Well, I guess the cactus farm is the most ungrieved spot. I mean...
Yeah, it's still here. Like, that was like the whole thing we wanted to protect. That's why I'm saying, like, salvage-wise, it's still here, subs. It's still here.
Technically speaking, yeah, it is salvageable just because of the cactus farm and purely because of that.
Because, like, you can buy everything back. Subs, this is the kind of thing that it's like the sunk cost fallacy, right? We shouldn't do it. We shouldn't do it. It's too far. It's too much. There's a Hermes on for 4 mil, but like, dude, we do not. That's so expensive. We would need Hermes. Like, that's the one thing we definitely need.
Yo, you think if Kuzi's got 100 mil, you think he'll give us a loan?
Yo, wait.
You think he'll give us like a 20 milli loan or something?
Wait, he might actually if we said that. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, what's the big reason why not? Like, why should the story end here? What if, like, this is a metaphor, subs? What if we are the sand?
We just stop.
Like, yeah, like,
when
someone breaks one sand, you know what happens?
It all falls.
No, a new sand falls in its place.
Wait, it might be sand.
This is what we do if we don't come back. We just no new sand falls in its place. We're stopping the endless potential.
That is pretty sad.
This is like where we're at right now. Is it even worth it? That's what I'm saying.
Well, watch what happens when it falls again. Look, now it's restored. Everything's whole again.
Everything's restored. We're on.
It's like nothing happened.
It's like nothing happened. Subs, I'm gonna be real. When I was thinking about this, right? I was like sitting here and I was thinking, is it worth it? Is it, you know, whatever. But we progressively have been asking ourselves this question the entire time, right?
Yeah, we have.
And not once have we said like, no, it's too far. We should just stop and go make a video. Just stop and go edit.
True.
I think if we're continuing the themes, that sand falls and takes its place, we have to keep going.
We have to fall and take its place. We can't give up here. I think at this point we literally just can't.
This is literally
If we come
never
back
give
from
up.
this, like, imagine.
Yes, this is the craziest video of all time.
Okay, well now we gotta commit. Now we actually gotta commit, we're ready.
Neither Zakuzi nor Cocomelon were the team that ended up raiding us. Instead, it was the top team on the server, Nobody. You see, the server has a power system based off the amount of spawners you have placed down, and by doing /team top, you can see who has the most power. And Nobody had around 15,000 power, whereas we only had 60. These guys literally went out of their way to raid a team with nothing. All it took was a shower to be instantly wiped away. The sand had fully failed me. I had grown too tunnel visioned on it and neglected our vertical defenses, the spot they ended up raiding from. They literally avoided all 1 million sand that I had placed. However, thanks to Willerhide, I wasn't going to give up. We'd come back stronger than ever, and we'd have our revenge on Nobody. But for that, we need help from the most unexpected of places.
Oh man, look at this defense we've
Yo,
got here.
one lock pick and we're done. One lock pick right now and we're
Holy,
done.
bro. We are gonna need our artifacts though. We do need to figure that out. We're gonna have to. I don't know if Zakuzi would be willing. I don't know if he'd be willing to give us a big loan, but he's got 100 mil right now. So like, 10 mil is a lot, but 10 mil would be enough to like set us up.
We aren't, you can't tell anyone this, but we are going to rebuild in secret, but we need a small loan
Of 10 million.
of 10 million.
Bro, that's like a drop in the bucket for him.
Yeah, he's just casually gonna hand this over.
He might honestly.
But I do want to see it in a bit, lol, whenever I TP. Oh, okay.
He wants to see the ruins.
You can see the ruins.
Yeah, that's fair. We can allow that.
Oh my gosh, wait. He paid me. He paid me.
Wait, did he actually pay you 10 mil?
He paid me 10 mil. He paid me 10 mil.
No way! Wait, we're actually back.
We are so back.
Holy shit.
That's the
We
clip of
actually
us
have a
getting
chance
raided again. By a bedrock who stumbled across the base. It was a lockpick. No.
It's always the bedrocks, man.
Oh my gosh, bro, Zakuzi's actually so clutch.
Zakuzi had just handed us the 10 mil with little convincing necessary. Maybe Zakuzi wasn't such a bad guy after all. I mean, sure, he raided 2 of my bases and sent his goons to mess with me, but at the end of the day, this 10 mil is all we needed to get back on our feet. And we'd have to spend every penny of it regaining our artifacts and upgrading our claim chest so we could reclaim the entire base.
First, I'll buy the Hermes. Okay, I'm putting Hermes in my 1 chunk claim.
You can actually expand the claims in there. It's upgraded once the claim chest.
Where can I expand to?
We just need the 3x3 mainly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, we definitely want to get the outer walls covered. We need that. We need the 5x5 really bad. People might just start breaking our sand walls.
Yeah, we do need to get the 5x5 as soon as possible. We can buy all the stuff now.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, wait. What else do we need? We need 64 smooth stone.
I'm getting that right now.
Okay. This is like the race to upgrade the chest back up.
Yeah. Yeah, could you give me your reinforced deep state real quick? I just need 4 of it.
Oh, do we even have enough for tier 5 or tier? We need to go to tier 4 to get our 5x5.
I think I'm getting us to tier 4 right now. Yeah, we're at tier 3. Yeah, we can get tier 4 right now.
Sweet.
We have everything for it.
Holy. We can reclaim. Holy. Wait, this is actually doable. Here's the
There's everything right there. Yep. Okay, we're tier 4.
We need 2 west, 2 south, 2 east, 2 north, I think, right?
Yes. Well, I mean, if you can just do 5x5.
Yeah, that's the 5x5. It's 2 in each direction, and then we fill it in. It should all be reclaimed.
Let me just do a quick fly around to make sure.
I mean, we're screwed if I didn't do it right, but...
I mean, everything looks nice. I'm flying around inside the outer. Not falling, not falling, not falling, not falling, still not falling. Yep, that's perfect. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
With the base safely reclaimed, we began repairing the damaged sand wall and filled in the area around the claim chest. Once that was all done, it was literally 6:30 in the morning and I had to drive my brother into work. So I quickly whipped up the last automatic sand placer I'd ever need to finish off the wall repairs and AFK'd for the last time.
Do you feel refreshed with lots of sleep?
I feel very refreshed with my new 3 more hours of sleep.
On 3.
Bro, my room is so f***ing hot from this computer. Like, I'm laying there and I'm like f***ing burning to death.
Yo, okay.
Like, I'm literally taking damage.
After waking up, I spent my morning bringing the inner wall up to world height, adding a roof onto the base, and repairing our auto brewers. But that was the easy stuff. Now came the long construction of the vertical defense, which would consist of absolutely no sand. After it failed me in such a major way, I honestly wasn't sure if I could ever see it in the same way again. I thought it was the key to our safety, the key to never getting raided again, but I was wrong. I needed space from sand to clear my head and focus on the daunting vertical defense task at hand. The design we came up with was rather complex, consisting of 2 new vertical warden rings, 2 20 thick deep slate layers, soul sand layers, cobweb layers, dripstone layers, and even a bubble column layer that would push you up into wardens. The first thing I wanted to get done on this list was laying out one of the warden rings. The warden ring outline was only the start, as I then topped it off with a soul sand layer with pressure plates on top to help the wardens notice where players are. This was a great start, though there was still a lot to get done. Luckily this time around, we weren't on as tight of a time constraint. Zakuzi seemed to be pretty chill with us, and Cocomelon actually ended up getting raided around the same time we did. As long as we continued to lay low, constantly being nicked, our chances of getting raided again were quite low. Next up on the list of things to get done was the first 20 thick deep slate layer, but as we did that, we had to once again enlist help from a familiar face.
Cobbled deep slate is a lot like sand. It really is just a matter of perspective if you think about it.
It is a lot like sand. I mean, if you get a little bit of water and then you beat it up a bunch, I mean, eventually it'll be sand.
But throw it in a river. 1,000 years, it will be sand. Hi, Darcy.
Yes, Willerhide?
Hi, Dorothy.
No one knows you're here, right?
No.
Okay.
I kidnapped them. That worked.
I mean,
Hi,
as long
Darcy.
as it's a white van and candy, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, we've got lollipops here, man.
Let's go.
Watermelon flavor.
Ooh, watermelon? Anyway, we have spent the past, what, 12 hours?
Yeah.
Rebuilding the base. And no one knows this. Everyone thinks we quit the server because we're playing Nick. We got a loan from Zakuzi of 10 mil, and we're rebuilding. But we're gonna need some assistance. We're gonna need some POI loot, some more iDarcy shopping list, okay?
How many iDarcy shopping lists?
How many? We need a lot of webs and
Name tags.
name tags.
We needed Dorothy's help to get the webs and name tags that would be required for the vertical defenses. She's the same person Willerhide had enlisted in the past to gather us resources. So after finishing up deep slate placing, we all 3 decided to run the jungle POI together for the needed resources.
Do you not have immunity?
No, I lost it.
Brokey.
When I was AFK in the base, bro, and then we got f***ing raided when I had my immunity boots on, like.
I'm sorry, subs. I bet that was a very traumatic experience.
It was a very traumatic experience for me, man. Now you're making me relive it. I cannot believe this.
I'm so
Dang.
sorry.
I can't believe you do that to someone.
I gotta make an apology video. I'm very sorry for the people that I hurt today, and I hope that we can one day recover.
We can one day recover.
Ah! Bro, the f*** is this, bro?
Yo, the secret entrance.
Tactical.
Yo, wait, there's a
tactical.
chest, bro. Yo, wait, it's not even looted down here. The f***.
Is that you guys? Uh-oh. Guys, I might be getting jumped.
Where are you, bro?
He's just looking at me, but he's approaching. Oh, they're pulling on me!
Where?
Where are you?
On the road, on the road!
You're
There's
dying.
3! There's 3! There's no way! There's 4! There's 4!
Okay, I'm coming just in case. I'm coming just in case now.
They're trying to kill me now. Oh!
Where are you?
Oh, I got pro blocked. I got pro blocked. I'm on the road! I'm actually cooked.
I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you.
Woo! I'm jumping!
Let's get up on all this. They literally fucking ran, bro. That's crazy.
They're all running.
That's, bro, look at them scatter like the rats, bro.
Dude, there's just no way this is real.
I can go on this kid, right?
Yeah, he is a totem out. Dude, I kind of missed Netherite. It was so easy to, like, chase.
Oh, he's in it. He's in it.
The fling diff, the fling diff.
Oh, I just hit one of you.
I think he turtled. He popped, he popped.
He pearled?
Where'd he pearl to?
What is he doing? What?
Rolling, I guess.
Oh, yeah, his helmet broke. His helmet
His
broke.
helmet broke, his helmet broke. Nice.
He's dead.
I honestly have no idea why these guys ran from an outnumbered fight and left their teammate to die, but I'm not going to complain about a free kill. Willerhide, however, was a little traumatized from that experience, so we left Dorothy to get the rest of the materials for us. And let's just say he got a lot. After that shenanigans, I went to bed and returned to Willerhide having moved wardens into the first ring, along with an established dripstone and web layer, meaning I know I had to do my part, so I was going to knock the rest of the vertical defenses out. The vertical defense was finally complete, reinstating my belief that our base was now fully unraidable. I've come to realize that the reason we got raided wasn't because the sand didn't do its job. Matter of fact, it did its job so well that the enemies were too scared to even attempt going through it. So now that it was working in tandem with the vertical defense, our base truly was impenetrable. Nobody would never be able to raid us again. Matter of fact, it was about time we had some revenge. While Swirlhide and I were rebuilding the base, we managed to locate where nobody lived, and they just so happened to have left a hole open in the top of their glass. So you better believe we were going to exploit it.
All right, what do we got here? They actually kind of made it look a little bit nice.
Yeah, look around, bro.
Do not touch
Raging's
it.
immortal demon
Wait,
horse.
We
Wait.
got. Oh, it's named though.
Please
Okay,
kill it.
that'll be the last
Please
thing.
kill
It's
it.
name tag. It'll pop up in his chat. Wait, he's not online now.
No, it's not. It won't. It won't. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. He doesn't deserve our sympathy. Oh my gosh. Who is this? Who's this?
Kill him. You're kill on sight. I don't know, bro.
We're already kill on sight.
We're already
What do
kill
we
on
have to
sight. Go to the
lose?
horse. Go to the horse, man.
They started this war.
Oh, remember you have flame frags and main parrot. Remember you have Oreo Gen 1, Oreo Gen 2, and Oreo Gen 3. The f.
Oh, they probably had pets named Flame Frags and Made Pair.
Or I can go down further. I think I saw a trap door. There has to be a way down somewhere, right? Like,
Just goes around the wall, right?
you never know if they left something open though.
But the okay, so that's the actual like spawner area. Probably AFKing that. I feel like you can get good intel at least from this. Oh. Oh.
Look!
What is this?
Look!
This is one block from their spawners. Walk to the left. Walk to the left.
He's AFK.
We need more intel. We need more
I just saw
intel.
one right.
Oh.
Do I just leave? Are you sure?
Should we just leave? Should we leave? Should you leave?
Could leave and come back later when they're offline, maybe? Wait, or do it. What if they patch the hole though?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is the opportunity. We have to use it now, right? Because they're gonna patch
We
it.
have to use it now. We have to use it now.
Okay, wait. Just look around. Look around. Bro, you're definitely not supposed to be down here. Like, this is not.
You know how
Do
many
you think you
diamonds
could
I
find
can
their?
steal right now?
Do you think you could? Do you think their claim chest is secure? Wait, you could lockpick. You could lockpick that chest. Those chests. Do you think those chests have anything?
I don't know. These ones are gonna be full of diamonds. These might be diamond blocks even. I gotta just condense them and put them into here.
Wait. Wait. Oh.
Let me go this way because there's nothing over here
Okay,
yet.
go to the corner. Go to the corner. Wait. You could log out in the base, right?
I could log out in the base.
And then we could just teleport someone in with raid TNT. Holy, wait.
Wait a second.
This could be the gambit.
Wait, we could actually fucking full raid them.
We could full raid nobody. We could full raid nobody. No, we need to get someone else logged out. I feel like you have like too many things to do.
Where's like their actual loot rooms and stuff? Like this is just spawners.
It's
It must
probably
be
like
below
down
me
there.
more.
Yeah. Wait, no, check these chests. Check these chests. You can lockpick the sea lantern ones. Oh my gosh. You could sell this crap. You could sell this, right?
Wait, I could. Did I just slash sell?
Yeah.
How much money is this? Okay, I just sold an entire village of diamond blocks.
Yo, you being in there is like, we need you to
He's right
stay
there, he's right
there.
there. I'm logging out. I think I should just log out. He's right there, bro.
Yeah, log out, slash log out, slash log out.
Oh wait, I can't disconnect, can I?
No, don't, you comment on me! You comment on me! Wait 5 seconds?
He's
Oh.
close, he's close.
Slash log out, slash log out. Oh my gosh, that was almost the biggest throw of the century.
I did not almost throw. I'm done.
When you disconnect from lifesteal net, you leave behind a combat dummy that players can hit to kill, so I may have almost completely thrown the operation. That aside, I had somehow weaseled my way into nobody's silverfish spawner rooms, and these guys produced tons of diamonds. Being in their diamond room was great and all, but I had other things I needed to get done, so I traded spots with Willerhide, though somehow after we switched, nobody had found and lava-trapped Willer's logout spot. Losing our spot inside was unfortunate, and it now meant we couldn't potentially raid them from the inside, but it did show us how weak nobody's vertical defenses were, meaning at some point, maybe we could use that to our advantage. For now, though, I wanted to get back at nobody in a different way by showing them that despite what they did, we live even more prosperous than before. Matter of fact, we'd thrive. For that reason, I spent 20 plus hours designing the greatest interior base design I could just to spite them, and the main block for the build would be sand. Due to my reinstated belief in the block, I felt it was necessary to honor it by cementing it permanently into the base design itself. Before I could do any building, I'd have to clear out space within the base for everything to fit into.
Alright, so we're finally on to working on the base here, and to start, I'm going to just be kind of tearing up everything. I'm going to start tearing up the floors, start mining out all the areas that we need for all the different sections, all the different floors and stuff. So it's going to get a little bit messy in here for a bit, but yeah, we're going to just start by breaking stuff, and then we'll go from there. Yo, child, leave me alone, bro. I could not hit that kid. That was awful.
Now that everything's cleared out, I should probably explain how the base is going to be divided up. There'll be 2 stories where the top floor consists of the main room, cactus collection, super smelter, auto brewers, experience bank, and a camel, whereas the lower level will contain 2 separate spawner rooms, our main storage, and enchanting. I did plan to have a few secret rooms dotted around the base as well, but we'll get into that later. For now, I wanted to start building, beginning with the cactus collection room.
Alright, that is room 1 complete. We'll do the camel room next. Yo, where's the camel? I got a new home for him. Yo, buddy, guess what I have? Here, let me, Yo, come on, get up, buddy. Oh, this guy does not like to move. It's your new home. I don't have any dead bushes yet, but it's perfect, isn't it? I'm sure you'll begin to love it here soon.
With the camel in his home, I began filling in some of the random floors and walls when my game randomly just crashed.
Bro, what? What did I do wrong?
I honestly have no idea why that happened, but switching off modrons seemed to fix the crashing issue, allowing for me to now lock in on finishing the rest of the side rooms.
Alright, so I got all the side rooms done now, which means now I just gotta get the main room done here, which will probably take the longest, which is kind of why I was saving it for last. Plus, it also looks the best, which is why I was saving it for last. But everything else, it's actually came along kind of quick. I think it's only been like 3 hours of building, which honestly isn't too bad. I was expecting it to take much longer. There is still a chance that it takes a while, so we'll see.
The main room is now done, fully finishing off the first floor, leaving me now with the task of building the lower floor.
It's 2 a.m. I forgot to press replay mod, but this room is done. Look, it's done. See, look, enchanting room. Oh, wow, look at it. It's fully done. No way, no way. That's crazy. It's fully done. It's fully done. No way. All the grinders are done. Well, I mean, they need spawners, but like outside that, they're done. So I finally finished up the interior here for, well, I guess the interior and exterior. All these item sorters are set up. The new mob killing chambers are set up. They just need spawners at some point. This honestly took me like 2.5 hours. I thought this would be a really, really quick project, but I had to mine things out and redesign a bunch of stuff. So yeah.
And with that, the lower floor is now complete, along with some additional hidden rooms like the meeting room and vault, which for whatever reason, I did not record building any part of them. Go me! With the base now in a completed state, I added the tomfoolery Twitch emote to the side of our base for any potential raiders to be forced to look at, fully finishing off the base. With it completed, we invited Darthy into the team for all of his past contributions, and he gladly accepted because he's a clout chaser. A new member and completed base is great and all, but I felt the base deserved to be shown off a little, and I had the perfect person in mind to show it to, my old freeloading teammate, Radoons.
Oh, you're like, really, dude. Look to the right. No, look right, look at the wall.
I'm gonna look to the right.
Look at the wall. You logged out in an odd spot.
Here, do you want me to do spawn? Do you want me to go to spawn? You can TP where you want.
Yeah, just slash spawn probably. Alright, while we're doing, I would like for you to TP to me to a Mystic Storm here. So I can give you a quick base tour.
TPA Mystic Storm. Am I allowed to turn?
Okay, well, yeah, you can turn around right here. Welcome to the base. We're currently in the Holy Camel's room. This is where we start.
Oh, the holy camel room! Oh my god.
Alright.
Alright, oh my god.
This is our cactus collection system here.
Oh my god, yeah,
goes
wow.
in here, which is actually full. I kind of need to sell this, which I forgot to do.
Y'all seem to really like cacti. I've seen.
Yeah, we're big cactus enjoyers, you see. This is probably like 1.5 mil worth of cactus in here right now. The annoying thing is selling it all. It's really bad. Over here is our super smelters. Like up here, you put like your resources to smelt. Down here
Okay.
goes the fuel, and then over here is where it spits out all the items. We've got some sand in there, some popped
Yo.
chorus fruit, some
Who
bricks.
has been smelting sand, bro?
I wonder who did that. I wonder who's the sand fanatic here. Anyways, over here, this is the XP bank. I'm sure you've seen it
Bank?
before, but now it actually
I
looks
have
nice.
seen it. It looks very dope.
Yeah, it's epic in here now.
Okay, hold on. I do actually need some mending. Can I use one?
Yeah, you can use one.
Okay, I got mended. I did it. Hey, by the way, for no specific reason, related
Yeah.
reason. Do you want some dye?
Yo, thanks, man. Where'd you get that?
Yeah, I got you. Oh, you know, I know a spot.
Oh, okay. And over here is the main room, which you have totally never seen before.
I have never seen
You
this
did
before
not
in
see
my
this
life.
area at all.
This is completely foreign to me. Oh my god, this does look dope though.
Yeah, you have above us. You can kind of see the cactus flowing occasionally. Once it, yep, right there's some cactus. There goes some.
So I've noticed y'all using glass for the waterfall. What happened to the actual water?
The actual water is just not cool enough, you know.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it needs to be more textured. It needs to look
Dang.
nicer.
Dude, this actually looks dope though. Holy frick. Oh, there's no barrel
Yeah,
here.
that's the entire base. So what do you think of the base, man? What do you think of the base, man?
Dude, this is freaking dope. How long did this take?
So like designing it in a separate world was probably like 20-ish hours, maybe longer.
20? This base
Yeah.
took 20 hours?
Well, what if I told you this isn't the whole base?
What do you mean?
Look below you.
Oh my god, wait, there's an actual hole down there. Hold on.
Drop
I was
on
flying
down,
above that.
Radoon,
How did I
drop
not
on.
see that? Bro.
All right, so over here we got storage. It's kind of empty on down here. Aside from these
There's a bit of
3 double
lack
chests
of
of lava
storage.
buckets, but like up here there's actually some stuff. And there's a lot of the base building resources over here.
Oh, yeah. There. I found the sand.
Yeah, this is the sand stash here.
Oh, thank God. For a second, I thought there was a lack of it in this base. Okay.
Yeah, if there was no sand in this base, we'd have some problems, man.
I'm starting to wonder how much of this time has gone into like just aesthetic things versus like defense, because this is like a very pretty base.
Well,
Subs.
the defense just took 2 weeks, and then we did this after, so
2 weeks.
maybe longer. But dudes, I have 4 terabytes of footage.
What? Hold on. Can you do me a favor? Can you do slash playtime?
Oh.
Can you just tell me what is your playtime next to current season?
Oh, are you sure you want to know that number?
I'm starting to feel a bit concerned. Can you inform me?
18 days, 6 hours.
Oh.
Anyways, let's continue with the tour here.
All right.
Over here we got enchanting,
Enchanting
which
setup.
we kind of only use to get knockback, because like you can't buy it in the shop. So then if we cut across here, we've got our normal mob grinders, so we don't have spawners placed yet.
Yo, okay, that is actually dope.
And over here, we've got our other spawners. This will be iron golems on this side. All of the iron gets shot back up to the storage system over here.
Oh wow.
And then this way, we've got creepers and witches. Over here is the double speed item sorter for these farms.
Double
so,
speed?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's double speed.
Oh,
It moves the
nice,
items
nice.
a lot faster. Now, Radoons, what if I told you there's more?
please. Wait, is there actually more? What? Ah! Oh, it's an elevator that goes back up. Well, that's cool.
It's a bit of a maze of doors here.
It's amazing.
Wow, we're back.
Oh my god, we're back. Wait, is there actually more?
Hold on.
He's a bit confused. He's a bit lost. Why are you pressing buttons all of a sudden? Why are you pressing the buttons on the wall?
Oh, yes, that one.
Oh my god, wait a minute, it's a vault.
It's our vault.
Wait, y'all have a vault?
Yep, so this is kind of like all of our gear and stuff. We got armor.
Oh shoot, you guys got artifacts.
The artifacts are down here.
Bleeding, inquisitive, telescope. Dang, okay. So when you've said for the past like 2-3 weeks you've like been busy, was it because you were placing sand?
Yeah. I've just been placing sand Radoons.
I respect it, but I gotta ask.
Sand.
How do you feel now that the sand placing? I'm assuming it's done.
I
Are you
feel
gonna-
empty, Radoons. I don't know what to do now that
feel
the
empty.
sand's done. Yeah, that's the base tour. What do you think?
Dang. Dude, this is insane. Has anyone tried to raid you guys?
No.
No.
No, we've
That
never
no
never
sound
been
very
raided or anything like
sarcastic.
that before. That's never happened.
That sounds like sarcasm, but all right, I'll let it slide.
Radoons, what if I told you there was more to this base?
No.
Follow me,
don't-
Radoons. Follow me,
no,
Radoons.
You're lying.
You
no.
see, if you press this button up here,
No, you're lying.
yeah, I am. But if you actually press this button right here,
What? Oh, that would have been so perfect if I was not misaligned. is actually more.
Welcome to the war room, Radoons.
The war room, oh my god.
Welcome. Welcome to Phoenix.
Phoenix? Is that what this is called?
Yep, that's what this
Is
is
that
called.
what the banners?
That's what the
my
banners are.
Y'all rising from the ashes like a phoenix?
Exactly, which is
Holy
not a
frick.
reference to anything that's occurred at all.
Okay.
We've
We
never
love
been
it.
raided.
We love the lack of subliminal messaging. Yeah.
Exactly. This is how we
There's
do it.
another
Yeah.
thing? No, this goes up,
This
right?
is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Okay, I was about to say, like, you keep, like, revealing, like, new areas, and it terrifies me. I'm like, oh, God. Like, I flinch every single time you press a button.
Now, Radoons, if you follow me, I
Yeah.
press this button and it leads us. Oh, never mind. We don't have any silverfish spawners. It's gonna lead us to our 1,000 silverfish spawners, but I mean.
Oh. I'm assuming y'all don't have silverfish spawners.
No, but if you type /stuck, there is one more thing to see. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Come out here, Radoons.
I'm coming out. What? Are you serious?
Look upon our base. Mine's only half rendered in, but I can't see chunks upwards for some reason.
That is hilarious. What the f? Are y'all just gonna make more, like, art on the outside?
Oh, there's gonna be 3 more of these on each side of the wall. Would you get it?
I think that is beyond a 10 out of 10.
Beyond a
I don't
10.
even know how to I don't even know how to put that into words, like how I would rate that, but that was amazing.
W.
With the conclusion of the tour, everything was over. The base was now fully established and hopefully unraidable with the combination of a million sand and our vertical defenses. Surely, nobody would never be able to raid our base again, right? But that didn't mean they were without options, as not long after finishing up the base, Willerhead and I got a DM from our allies. It was nobody, and they were attempting to raid them. This was the perfect opportunity for some revenge. If we could prevent their raid on our allies, it would be a major setback for them in terms of both resources and time. So Willerhead and I geared up and headed over to our allies to push back nobody.
Oh, here we are.
Oh, I see you guys, I see you guys.
They're outnumbered right now by a lot.
I think it's just nobody here, that's why.
You're wanting them. You're wanting them.
Yep, I'm good. Well, Sophia, this is... Did he notch out there?
Yep, you notched.
Instantly pearls out? That's crazy.
Oh, I left myself.
Classic.
Yeah, this guy's so cooked.
Oh, I'm cooked.
I'm just gonna slowly drain him away. He's running to my trap.
Is that a snowball, not a pearl? I actually fell for that, that's crazy. This kid got out. He threw a snowball instead of a pearl and it actually fucking got me, that's insane.
They're still breaking.
Are they?
Yeah. They're still cannoning.
They're below.
Are you here?
Yeah, they're down, they're down, they're down, they're down.
Be careful though. Because if we dig, we're stuck down there.
What else are we supposed to do? I'm here with you. Bro, there's like TNT on the ground here. They're all so confused, bro.
Oh,
Ah!
we gotta build up, we gotta build up. We gotta build up, we gotta build up. We gotta build up, we gotta build up. Get out of here.
Go, 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 go. It's over here, it's over here. Go, 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 go. This is a cave, this is a cave, this is a cave.
I'll be.
Bro,
Don't
the skeletons are hopping, bro. The skeletons are hopping. I just dropped strips out of my head. I've got a fishing stick. They're backing out, they're backing out, they're backing out. We're good.
Yes, we diverted them. We diverted them.
We are the tomfoolers. Oh, he's trying to come up, he's trying to come up.
Yeah, they're trying to come up. There's only one shoot though, you idiots.
You fooled! Where is this guy crawling to?
He's trying to put cobwebs on it. I gotta blow up the cobwebs.
They're putting water down there, bro.
Oh crap.
I mean, we are distracting here, so I mean, I guess that's something.
You're definitely distracting.
Velma's getting... Velma might drop, actually. I think Velma's dead. I don't know. I think the TNT... I think our TNTs unironically just saved Velma.
Yes, the TNT's flying everywhere.
Wait, I think they're winning now, bro. I think our TNT was just up their armor durability. I'm gonna be honest. I think they're done. I think they're done for the day.
I
Honestly.
messaged Lonity, did you like the aerial support? He said yes. Our job here is done.
We had successfully pushed them off with some questionable methods, and although we didn't get any kills, they ran from all their fights, which certainly was a big hit to their ego. But was simply stopping them from raiding our allies enough? Was a simple hit to their ego truly revenge? No. This meant nothing. Simply pushing nobody back wouldn't stop them from targeting us or our allies. Sure, we had a way beefier base that looked extraordinarily dapper, but that didn't guarantee our safety. As long as nobody was on the server, our base was never truly safe, leaving us with but one solution: raid nobody. Though, how could a small team of only 3 ever expect to take out the most powerful team on the server? They couldn't. It was impossible. Well, impossible if it was only the 3 of us. Not long after nobody attempted our allies, Willer had received an interesting DM inviting us to a raid attempt on nobody at 4 AM. The team inviting us was the 3rd strongest team on the server, meaning if we agreed to join them on this raid, we'd actually have a shot at enacting our revenge. And let's just say the choice was obvious.
What got done? I'm pretty sure the claim chest is directly on the corner. Me and William scouted out a while back.
Within 5 minutes, we were already just above nobody's claim chest. But now, all that stood between us were 3 tier 5 sentries, a stationary item that can be placed to help defend your base, and these were the strongest sentries shooting out a sonic beam, forcing us to get creative with our tactics.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Shoot.
I'm probably gonna die. Yeah,
Yeah, it insta killed him. That's crazy.
This hole right here.
Yes. Curl down and log.
Yeah,
You gotta
well, how
log
do you
those,
get
gotta
to
log.
it?
Log those,
Yo,
log those.
Scott,
On it.
what
You're
you
on
doing?
it right now.
You gotta log out though. Oh, you got it, 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 you got it.
Guys, everyone call me the goat. Call me the goat.
That raid was as quick as it looked. Nobody was wiped out in around 10 minutes from their vertical side, whilst GVU, the owner, was AFK in the base. Ironic, really. We had taken out nobody in the same way they took us out, reducing them back to nothing, and even becoming the richest on the server from selling off all their diamond blocks. With nobody now gone, my sand would be safe, my base would be safe, and I'd finally be safe too. When I first started placing sand, I never expected to come this far. I never expected to be able to come back from being raided, to make a truly unraidable base. Yet here I am, as persistent as the sand, always falling anew whenever my back's against the wall. So maybe I'll stop eating sand, and instead forever savor the experiences it gave me.
It seems that there's a war on the horizon that neither of you guys want to fight, but you did spend 500 hours building a fortress, building a bastion. This is Constantinople. Y'all are the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantine Empire did not fall easily. It fell fighting to the last against the Ottomans. You are about to face a force technically larger in terms of being outnumbered to what Constantinople faced. So why not laugh in the face of death, spit on them, and go down fighting?